All right, what's going on, everybody? So I have my chapters 7 and 8 patches here. So on the left is the mouse controlled synthesizer type patch. So if I go ahead and just press this toggle, all right, so let's go out of presentation mode and I will show you what I did. So it is a toggle with the Metro 20 to press the button to check the mouse state and this is what this box does. So it just checks where your mouse is relative to the pixels that you chose based on your screen resolution. So I have a 2540 by 1440 monitor. So that means that every single pixel on this monitor is going to be checked and play a note. The scale is dragged out to the 1440 and the 2540, so every single pixel will play a note. So if I go ahead and click toggle, so that is that one. And then the other patch over here is the video game controller patch. So I had a controller sitting here, so I decided to give this one a go, and this one was really cool. So if I go ahead and press toggle, and if I press the analog stick in a different direction, it basically does the same thing that the mouse patcher does. So if I open this up, the one thing that I didn't put in the presentation mode is this other button I routed, the A button on my controller. If I press the A button, you can see this toggle and this number box will light up. So this A button is the 23, and the analog stick is the 29. Now, if I press other buttons on the controller, if you watch this box, the other analog stick is 31. And then there's different buttons. The right D-pad button is 15, up is 12, left is 14, and down is 13. If I just keep pressing different buttons on the controller, you can see that they're routed. And the cool thing is I was thinking this. I didn't do it until now, but I kind of understood this. So there are different buttons on controllers that can be digital or analog. So if I press any of these face buttons, so A, B, X, and Y, the only number you're going to get an output out on is 0 or 1. That means on or off. They're digital buttons. There are no other inputs on these. But the top buttons on specifically this Xbox controller are actually, these two are still digital, but these two are actually analog based on pressure. So as you can see, if I go real slow, it'll just start slowly going up until it's fully pressed in at 255. So there looks to be 4 analog buttons and then 6, 7, 8, 12 digital buttons that you can program and use either as on-off switches or actual analog control inputs, which is what the analog stick is doing in mine here. This section here is basically the exact same thing as the mouse patch, but using an Xbox controller. So that's all I got. Thanks, guys.